Alright guys, welcome back. Mr. Dragonborn, Mr. Sir Mafia Billiam Montgomery. Hello guys. I see that Mafia was the first chat in the chat. The first message came through in the chat. There's nothing above him. How strange. How very interesting. Mafia, are you here first? Era Gaming, what's up, man? Hello, hello. You were? Wait, what do you mean? I don't see your messages. Are you sure? There's nothing there. The first message in the chat for me is whoop. Huh. So interesting. So strange. What's going on? No. You weren't nothing. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Tri-Crown Restoration Potions. Alright. Here's the deal. We're gonna jump into our writs and dailies and all that stuff, knock them out as, you know, as quickly as we can. I don't know. I don't know. My brain just like had a fart for a second. I feel like there's something I'm forgetting, but I don't know what it is, man. No, Dragonborn, you were here first. I saw your message first, but I did see Mafia say Beaver delete his chat, so I thought it'd be funny if I did it. So sorry, Dragonborn. You know, sometimes it's for comedy. You were here first? Well, too bad I'm editing it out of the VOD. This part of me talking about how you were here first,
over here.
Gone.
I just
Edited.
need a moment of your time.
Over here, initiate.
But yeah, so
requests your help.
I don't really know what the plan is for today. Depending on how long these writs and dailies take, we might not have too much time to jump into anything else. But I think that we should probably just try to cook through the rift. Like, I need to get back in the groove of the overworld, and I need to put this whole PvP build on hold for now. For the moment, I don't know, man. I can't make up my mind. Well, I feel like a PvP build, the idea of diving into it and trying to create our own, making a unique build from scratch, and just using our knowledge and not really like copying anything from the internet, you know, just coming up with what we can. It's complicated. It takes a long time. It's a difficult process because there's so much stuff to consider. So I'm thinking maybe it is better to try to dive into that on the weekend. I don't know. It's a tough decision because I really want to do it now, if I'm being honest. Magic. I can't figure out which one's which. I doubt it's going to be Crimson Nernroot. No. We're going to have so many potions. I don't know which one's stamina. Oops. That's fake. Man, that Dragon Ball is expensive too. Why did I do that? There we go. Thank goodness. Wait a minute. Cornflowers? You telling me I'm out of cornflower? Alright, we'll maybe go buy some. But yeah, so there's a part of me that wants to continue to tweak the Templar version of the PvP build, but there's also part of me that kind of wants to take what we've got going on and push it over to the Dragon Knight and mess around in that way. And I don't know. Like, I don't want to give up on the Templar PvP build, but the Dragon Knight is a lot of fun. Oops, I don't want to do that. Hold on. And I think it would be much more enjoyable, to be honest. Like, there's nothing wrong with the Templar. I feel like it's capable, but personally, I feel like the Dragon Knight's more fun. So, I don't know. We'll sit on it for a little bit. Regardless, we're going to probably jump into the Rift tonight after we do some dailies. The Rift is the last world in the Ebonheart Pact, which I believe is where we're at. I think it's the Ebonheart Pact. I always get the Daggerfall Covenant and the Ebonheart Pact confused for some reason. But yeah, so we're going to rip that apart. We're definitely not going to get through the whole thing. It might end up taking all week to get through the whole thing, but that's okay. That's fine. It ain't no big deal. It is the finale of the alliance that we're working with. So I'm assuming that the quest line is going to get interesting. And I say that because the last quest in Eastmarch got really interesting, and I can't, like, for the life of me think How is it gonna like continue forward? What's the next step? And because if you remember correctly, if I remember correctly, essentially what happened. We don't need to repair anything. We're good. This armor is gonna get replaced one day anyway. I think we need cornflower. Hold on, we'll recap East March in just a moment. Cornflower. Boop. 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 Come on. I just need 3. Search. No items found. You tell me nobody's selling cornflower? 13,000. I don't think I have any gold in the bank. Excuse me? Anybody just selling 3? Nobody's selling 3. That is super cheap though. For 200. 68 a pop. Need to go snooze now? Yeah, no worries, Dragonborn. I appreciate you dropping in for a little bit. I know it's very late. Very, very late. So, much love to you, friend. Take it easy. Just know that you were the first one here, but also the first to leave. So,
Dragons.
Ricky Bobby would be sad, I think. No, I'm just joking, man. Good night to you.
All this way.
Ricky Bobby would be disappointed. The first in everything. Even in bed. You know what I mean. That's what she said.
Progress is slow.
Give me this. Oh, I can't eat somebody else's cake. That's actually kind of sad. Dot. Yeah. Alright. We can just, like, turn this in now. We'll get some cornflowers. First one to Nevermind? Yeah. First one. We're gonna probably just ignore that one writ for now. We'll get some cornflowers in the meantime. We'll hold on to the writ itself, and then we can turn it in tomorrow when we have cornflowers, just to make things easy and convenient. Anniversary crates. Man, the crates are so good. I kind of wanted to start Hogwarts today, and then I was like, man, this event's rolling. It's like, can I really just walk away from this event? Like, can I take a day off, like, of ESO while the event's going? And then I realized, no, I can't do that. So, if you guys are curious, I did say, like, yesterday that we were gonna be starting Hogwarts Legacy today, and I did throw an update in Discord. I changed my mind. I changed my mind. We're gonna wait until this event's over to start introducing the new series, which is gonna be Hogwarts Legacy, 1 day a week, and then the members only streams, which is looking like, unless the poll changes from here to then, is gonna be the Doom series, and that's gonna be once every 2 weeks. Are we good? No, we want to put some stuff in the bank. Hold on one moment. Oh, we were gonna recap East March too. Uno momento. Let's put that up. Sayamante, hello. That's enough Elder Scrolls for you? I know. I appreciate you dropping in to say hello. I'm assuming you're not sticking around, man. Much love to you. Boom, boom. These I guess can stay, because we'll use them eventually, right? But bumpskis? I think that's all we needed. And we re-roll to the next one. But yeah, so East March. We left off, well, we didn't just leave off East March. We completed it. We did the whole thing. 100% start to finish. And the king, Jorund, I think I'm always saying his name wrong, but the king of the pact, of the alliance. There was an attempted assassination and coup over him and his group of people run things. And it was really interesting because they almost killed him. They poisoned him with Daedric poison, and essentially he fell into this like deep slumber where he was gonna die, But we were able to do a quest where we ended up helping out a vampire that was happy and willing to give us a little bit of vial of his blood. And we used that blood to strengthen the life force of the king. And then we found a voodoo master, I guess. I don't know exactly what the terminology for him was. He was like a dream walker or something. It was something interesting that we're freaking out of Moba Damba Dum. We're always out of this stuff. But yeah, so we found this dude and we were like, hey dude, what you do, dude? And he was like, dude, I do this thing, dude, where I just go inside people's minds, dude. And we were like, whoa, dude, that's crazy, dude. Like, you think you could do that for us, dude? Because like the king dude is kind of having a bad day, dude. And he was like, oh, positively, dude, just do this one thing for me, dude, and I'll do it for you too, dude. And he did it. And that was literally word for word what he said to us. It was verbatim. But yeah, so he ended up going inside the king. He got it all up inside the king and visited his innards, his dreams. And it turns out he sucks at his job. Ari, no way, dude. Yeah, way, dude. Sweet, dude. It's like a dude where's my car reference. I love that freaking movie, dude. But so long story short, this guy sucked at his job. He went all up inside the king's dreams and put it like a comma in between king and dreams. He went all up inside the king, comma, dreams. And then he's failed. He almost died inside of there. He was trying to battle the nasties, the bad spirits. The Daedric poison itself was manifesting itself in a spiritual way. And it was essentially like dragging the king down spiritually and emotionally and mentally inside his own mind. And he like was in this like coma almost, and he couldn't get out on his own. So we ended up going inside the king too, his dreams, comma in between. And we got him out. We freed him. We said, hey man, like, hey, you maybe like don't want to sit here forever because this is bad. You don't want to be here. Life Fury, hey, yo, hello. And so we saved the king. That was the wrap up to that quest. And essentially we stopped the coup, excuse me, the coup quake coup poo poo. The coup. And the coup itself was actually initiated by the king's brother. And the king's brother ended up getting his cheeks clap-a-lapped. He's dead. And, interestingly enough, he wanted to absorb the soul manifestation of his sister as well in order to assume the crown. Because the crown itself is kind of like the hat from, what is this? Why is this not... Hold on a second. What did I do wrong? Golden Logger. We can get that. Hold on. Let's go to Aradon. This crown that the king wears, interestingly enough, is kind of like the... I don't want to say it's like the hat from Hogwarts. The hat that places you into your house, right? And you're in Gryffindor or whatever, like, but basically the crown only accepts somebody who is acceptable, somebody who is of the truest blood, and that's how the King Yorund actually ended up being king in the first place. So the king's brother wanted to absorb the soul manifestation of his sister so that he could obtain the ability to wear the crown himself. And he did. We put the whooping on him, and he's no longer with us. And the king wanted to go like mourn for his brother and all that. And so that's pretty much the wrap up of Eastmarch. And it was like a really big pivotal point in the story for that Dominion, for that pact, for that alliance, whatever you want to call it. So I don't know, like the rift coming after Eastmarch is really interesting to me because I don't understand where it's gonna go next. It feels to me like we've already done everything that there is to do, almost. Like it almost feels like it came to a final conclusion already. So I think the rift is gonna be interesting. Or it fails dramatically. We'll see. Chef, I need your recipes. What did I need? What? Wait a minute. Golden lager. You. Where's your golden lager? Right here. It says recipe already known. Did I just suck? Yeah, I did. I thought I was missing a recipe. What a waste of time. I didn't have to run all the way out here to Auradon. Oh well. It didn't take long. I was gonna say, I thought I got all the recipes for the first tier of crafting. I don't know. Whatever.
Going to have
But
to
yeah, if I had to take a guess as to where...
Made that yourself, did you?
Did it work?
Well done.
Are we good? I think. It worked. I think if I had to guess where we're gonna go with this, with the storyline, with the questing through the rift, is there's probably gonna be a lot of miscellaneous stuff. It might, like, I don't want to say it's gonna fall flat, but it might fall flat. It might just be a little bit more boring, a little bit less intriguing, and I think that because maybe the king is gonna turn around and be like, all right, now we're friends, right? And we're gonna be like, yeah, we're friends. And he'll be like, good. What do friends do? And we'll be like, get drunk together? And he'll be like, cool, let's get drunk together. And like, that's kind of maybe what I'm thinking the quest line is gonna take a turn into. I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna go, but we'll see. Deposit. 1. Not that. I don't know what I just threw in there, but it's too late. Did I put those potions in? Crude Red, what's up, brother? Hello, hello. You're the king. Two down, 472 to go. What else happened in Eastmarch? I think that's like most of it, if not all of it. Aside from like some, you know, side towns just having their general like oopsies, getting raided by like vampires or something crazy like that. It's a cool looking pet. I need some like movement speed for all these characters. Oh, dude. Movement speed for all these characters. Don't I have champion points? Can't I just like... Yeah, I can. Okay, it's a little bit of movement speed.
There's an urgent task for you.
What did this guy say? 5,500 crowns for 40 bucks is kind of pricey. I think it's more expensive than that. But he's not wrong. It do be expensive to get crowns. I don't know. What else can we talk about? Now I'm out of things to talk about, man. Sip of Ravaged Stamina. I know what this is. Yeah, we already have it.
Sure, Oko.
We could probably go down to the Imperial City on any account, to be honest, but it doesn't really matter which one. But we could pull out some of our currency, the Telvar stones, and maybe buy some bags for herbage, for the herbs. Our lady looks friggin' furious right now. She looks very upset. Alright, we're almost done. Just a couple more characters left. We are going to do the dailies on the Arcanist. We're going to try to get the Undaunteds out of the way on that account. Because it's just really fun to run through dungeons with the Arcanist, man. That thing is so enjoyable. So we're going to do a random and some Undaunteds. And then after that, we can do a random on our main account too. On the Templar. But I don't know if I really want to do Undaunteds as well. Like, that's a lot. That's asking a lot. 6 Undaunteds, 2 random dailies. Potentially some Battlegrounds if I'm really feeling myself.
Hello.
I don't know. We'll go with the flow. We'll play it by ear. That guy's cool looking. I like that glow of those swords. Anyone got a vampire bite, forget werewolves. This guy, he has no idea what he's saying. We're gonna do 10% additional damage to that guy in freaking PvP. He has no idea. You know, I might have even gotten some cornflower by opening these crates. I have not been paying the most attention. Is that it? Is that it? I think that's it. Bada boom. I'm trying to dump all this stuff onto the Arcanist so that we can level up the crafting on one of the characters at a time. All the recipes too. Dragon Knight PvP build. There's a part of me that wants to do something a little bit different than what we're working with on the Templar right now. Like, I forget what it was called. I gotta sneeze. There's a set. I gotta freaking sneeze, dang it. What is that set called? Gosh darn it. Did I write it down? Of course not. Of course I didn't write it down. Whatever the set's called. I'm pretty sure it's an overworld set, I think. Not only that, but it's it boasts flame damage by like freaking almost 500, which is crazy. Your weapon and spell damage for flame abilities goes up by like 470 or something like that. Whatever that set's called, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all have seen it before. It's an easy set to get a hold of. I think that would go really well on the Dragon Knight. Like maybe in place of Stoon's Favor. And say that because we don't have like the easiest, like most consistent way to proc off balance on the Dragon Knight. We do have ways to do it. I believe the Flame Whip, when met under certain circumstances, will do that. I believe it does proc off balance. But it's not nearly as easy as just like, you know, flying across the map and smashing somebody with my spear with the Templar. That's like super easy, which is why I wanted to go with Stoons for the Templar. I thought it would like fit it really well. But I wouldn't be against... Wait, what? What the heck? It did not make the right potion. Did that? Yeah, it did. That's bug loss. Did I get any cornflower? Looking like a no, Linda. But... oh, gosh dang it, I wish I could think of the name of that set. So we'd be lacking in pen, basically. And I think that a way to make up for pen, we could probably use the Mundus. Now that set piece is magic based. It is also light armor, so we'd have a lot of pen from the passive tree of the light armor skills. So we might not even need the pen, to be honest. I don't know. We'll have to get on the Dragon Knight and actually figure it out. But not right now. I just keep starting it in my head, man. I can't stop thinking about it. I was thinking about the Dragon Knight build today, like at work. Sitting there daydreaming, man. Thinking about Elder Scrolls every day. I can't stop. That's what addiction is. There's got to be like an AA meeting for Elder Scrolls. So like, for sure, there's a group of people out there somewhere in the world that meet and they're just like, man, I can't stop thinking about it. It just keeps sucking my life away and I just can't stop playing it. That's me. I should go there. But at least we're having fun. You were just about to say that? This game is so fun, man. It's not necessarily Elder Scrolls itself. It's like MMOs. I really, really enjoy MMOs. And not only that, but I just really, really enjoy the world of Elder Scrolls itself. And when you put the two together, man, like, it's hard to get me away from it, dude. It's like, did you ever see the video of this father holding his daughter? His daughter's like really little. She's an infant, basically. And I think he gives her a popsicle or something. And the daughter like licks the popsicle and her eyes go like, and he tries to pull the popsicle away and she's like, oh hell no. And she like grabs the popsicle and rips it out of his hand and just starts like devouring it. Like that's how I feel with Elder Scrolls. Like when I wake up in the morning and I can't log on because there's other life stuff in the way. I just like, I so badly just want to be like, forget life. Elder Scrolls it is. Until I play Battlegrounds and then I just want to turn the game off. Okay. Did I upgrade mouse speed? I think I did stop for it. Let's just double check. Let's make positively sure. Yeah. Just checking. What's that? Did I make that? No. Alright. We got the Dragon Knight yet, and then we'll get on the Arcanist. We'll still do the writs, but we'll spice things up a little bit. And after we get through the dailies on the Arcanist, we'll pop back onto the main account. It is crazy that we'll spend like 45 minutes just doing writs. That's a long time. It's really making that add-on seem quite appealing. The one that basically just simplifies all your writs. But honestly, I don't know. Like, once we get out of this event, because it's got 2 weeks left, and the crates are really the only reason why we're doing the writs this hard. So, I'm feeling like, you know, possibly we just don't really bother with writs on every single character once we get to that point. There won't be much of a reason to. Do I have the same ability on the bar in 2 locations? Igneous weapons, burning embers. They look real similar. Oh, I shouldn't use these. I'm tired of buying them. What I really need to do is just get like another crafting style on that one character. Missing items. Sip of Magica. That's gonna be Columbine and... Sure. I knew that. Definitely wasn't just guessing. Running out of Joras, dude. We've been making so many friggin' thingamabobs lately.
Oko, Ta.
Gotta check research too, man. We're almost through the research on the main character already. I feel like it went by so much faster than it ever has. Like, well, we only have like a couple of traits left on just about everything. And I'm still sitting on that one scroll that's gonna knock all of our research down by 7 days for every crafting station. And that's like a huge deal, man. If we have all going at the same time, so like, what is that? 3, 6, 9, dang, she fine. 3, 6, 9, 7, 10? I think that's 10. If everything's being researched all at the same time. So, what's 10 times 7? That's 70 days of research. Like, just gone. That's really cool. It's a big deal. That golden logger. I love how everybody jumps off ledges like that. It's compulsive. It's not something you need to be taught. It's not something like... It's kind of like how when a baby bird hatches, it automatically like wants to be fed, and after that it just jumps out of the nest to fly away. Like, it's kind of like that. There's certain things you do in video games, man, that you don't need to be told or taught. Like, you just do it.
A pity the life of the tree is so prized by the Bosmer. They've made some sort of accord with Persine to preserve such things. Civilized Mer should look past such trivialities.
Can you not see the strength it affords us? The Grand Oak of Eldenroot has stood for millennia. It is
Oops.
sheltered and
Well,
fed
that's in our gut now.
thousands.
And what has it gotten? The Bosmer sit idly by their borders, warring among themselves until the Mer of value have to step in on your behalf. Better to chop it down for tinder. The forest will hardly miss a few trees.
Thrice blasted sun for
That argument that happens to the right,
salt. May your ears be stuffed with
These guys?
fly larvae, your bow hand bitten by a rabid stoat. Moving on.
I've heard that so many times.
Tread
Like-
carefully, friends.
So many
What the
times. But
forest
it's
will
actually
swallow you up.
a good piece of dialogue. Look at all them recipes. Oh my gosh.
This one.
Dang, dude, the bank's almost full again. Yikes. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Sure. I don't know. For now. I want to put that in there. We'll worry about the rest of it later. Dude. Sweet. If you've never seen the movie Dude, Where's My Car? I thoroughly recommend it. You got to. It's like a requirement for your life. you'll probably not make it through life. Like you'll just your heart will just stop one day, and then you know you'll die and you'll go to heaven, and God's gonna be like, hey man, why didn't you just watch the movie? Exo Beaver told you to. Like, why'd you ignore him? Like, it's obvious. All you gotta do is watch it. You could have had like 60 more years of your life, man. But no, he didn't listen. It's a cool looking bow, man. I like that. That's like a basic bow too. I don't remember where it came from, but it's not a hard one to get a hold of. Ship of Ravaged Stamina. I'm running out of this too. Tony, what up, brother? Been leveling the arc. It's growing on you. Only thing is, it's basically a weaponless class. When you say weaponless, you mean like the like you don't really focus on your staff or your bow or your dual wield or whatever it is that you got going on. Because if that's what you're saying, I would mostly agree with you, for sure. There are ways you can for sure squeeze it in, but it would be supplementary, right? Because your class abilities are like priority number one. Like you could, yeah, that's what you mean. You could probably put like a blade cloak with dual wield on and just like pop it on rotation or something. And that way you get like some major evasion in your kit. So like I think there's a passive for the Arcanist that already gives you minor evasion. And if you pop like blade cloak, you also get major. Very, very good. I think that's like a 50% total reduction or something like that to area of effect abilities to you. Or something like that. And not only that, but Blade Cloak does a reasonable amount of damage. And you get the passives from the daggers, which, you know, it's good. It's good. But aside from things like that, yeah, you got no, like, even your light attacks are really, like, I don't want to say they're meaningless. But if you run a piece of armor like this, they are meaningless. I guess you can't really see the entire thing because it's underneath my big old forehead. But this increases your damage done by 15% to monsters, and you gain minor force at all times. But it reduces your light attack and heavy attack damage by 99%. And I feel like the only time that's really, really good is maybe on the Arcanist. I think you can make it work for the Templar, but I think it's better on the Arcanist. And that's because you spend so much time not light attacking and not heavy attacking. Like a lot of time. I'd say most of your time is spent beaming, because it's like 4.5 seconds for a beam. It takes 2 abilities, like, in between 4 beams to fully stack your beam. And not only that, but like, on your off rotation, all you gotta do is like go to your back bar and pop 2 abilities, and you're already half stacked again. You hit them with this thing again once more, and then you're fully stacked and you're back to beaming for like 2 or 3 rotations. It's kind of ridiculous, but it's fun. It is an enjoyable class to play. It's got its ups and downs. It struggles for sure in PvP, but I will say that I was dueling with somebody yesterday. I was playing the Templar, and I was just like messing around with the build that I have. Granted, it's a rough build. It's not a very good build at all. But this guy was playing an Arcanist, and he stomped on me like 10 times in a row. He stomped on me so many times that when I went back for more, he started declining the duels. Like, double digits, bro. I just kept losing, and I kept going back, because I was like, there's no way he's doing this to me. And he gave me his set pieces. He said that he didn't give them to me. He shared what he was running. And essentially, he was running like a trials set that has like, you know, just a proc ability on it, and he was running deadly, of course, but that was about it. I think he was running a monster set that ran a proc too. Dude, it's working. You know, you can make it work. You just gotta get comfortable with it. Excuse me. If you get like hyper familiar, Mafio, no worries, brother. If you get like super duper comfortable, like really well refined, I feel like the Arcanist could clap in PvP. But the problem I'm having with the Arcanist is that when I laser beam, like no matter what, no matter where I am, no matter how I aim, no matter how spot on I am, when I laser beam in PvP, that laser beam does not connect like 60% of the time. It does good damage. It's not like it's a bad ability inherently, but I don't know if I just have like a bad connection to Battlegrounds. Like I don't know if it's a connectivity thing or I don't know, but I freaking cannot hit enemies with it. Like my beam will be going straight through a group of enemies in their chests and it just won't hit them for like 60%, man. So that's something to consider, I guess. I could just suck, but I'm pretty convinced it's bullcrap.
Deal?
Deals and bargains. Deals and bargains. All right. Do I have any? No. Let's pop on over here and grab our dailies. We'll spice things up a little bit. We do have one other character to do rids on, but we'll wait. It ain't no big deal, pickle. Excuse me, gosh. There needs to be like a path right there. With the direction I just traveled, I want like a real bridge.
I can't. Are you afraid?
I ain't afraid of nothing. What do we got going on today? How we looking? Tempest, Graven Deep, Dark Shade 2. You think I could run a tank for the random? Nah. We'll be a real DD. Now, while we wait... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, I could just start picking up some dailies for some reason. I don't know why not. There are achievements for doing dailies in certain worlds. So, when we're doing something like the Arcanist, and there's no reason to do like world completions, or anything of that nature, it wouldn't hurt. What's this? Forgot about that. It wouldn't hurt to just start picking up some dailies. That's a sick skin, brother. Dang, son.
Naive to think that
He's cool looking. He's a warden too. Some people are mad at the design of the Emma Frost design in Marvel Rivals. Is that because she looks like a man? I'm choking. I need to warm up. I got Ritz on the mind. Dang it. Sometimes I dodge roll by accident. You know what I need to do? I need to. There's a setting in there that changes the sensitivity of your dodge roll. I need to just adjust it. Too much muscle, not enough mommy. I've never heard it said any better, brother. Yeah, she looks like a man. Simon, if you remind me after this dungeon, we'll watch, or I'll pull up another image of it, like, just for reference, because she's got boobs, but looks like a man. Like, does that make sense? Because it's like an uncomfortable face, man. She's not hot. I mean, she's kind of...
has formed in time.
Do I really want to say this? She's like kind of hot, but also like uncomfortable hot. Like, there's a moment where you're like, she's kind of, that's a man. Like, that's how you feel a little bit. You know, you got to take a second guess or something.
Rampage ends now. Time weaves all around us, and I can tear it asunder. Creatures of the past, obey my will. Do you see now? My power has no limit.
Yeah, dude, Simon. Yeah, 100%. Like, people are gonna make, tits on a stick, brother.
So fragile.
This guy moves around so much. Like, can I dodge roll for this?
Future arrives.
No, we're good. People are gonna complain about everything. Like, that's just a fact. That's what the world is all about. We want to cry and complain about everything and get the most attention possible. And that's like, especially the internet, like, that's a large portion of what it is. And it's a very loud minority of people that do it. Like, right, it's super obnoxious compared to the people that are like, but what about the high quality game development and world design and questing and voice acting? And like, people don't hear that kind of stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, you're not really gonna get away from that. No matter how good something is, there's gonna be a very large demographic of people that are just gonna complain. It do be what it is, mate.
I didn't see by him.
The damage isn't like through the roof or anything, but we have a pretty solid team right now. I think we could do hard mode.
It's gone. Wait, we've moved. Look around.
Why was I up there? I think we might be able to do hard mode.
My word, the settlement is hardly built. The distortion threw us into the past.
Interlopers, lay down your arms. It will be a quick
Slice and dice.
Why is he pulling them out of that group? Why would you do that? Gosh, dude.
Excellent progress. I sense it's deeper below ground. Keep searching.
Alright, never mind. We can't do hard mode. Hard mode is required on all the bosses in this dungeon. I did not realize that until after we killed the boss.
Not like a mirror. I sharpened my blade.
Alright, I need to start waiting for the tank. I'm trying to pull the enemies together because he's chaining them, causing them to not be CCable. And I was trying to pull them together in a better way, but it's not worth it. I don't want to die. I'd rather like get the no death run.
Enemies in the wall.
Looks like there's a side boss over there too. We all die.
Power is ours. I will control my own. Ride my blessed pet. Defend our home. Here you are. I got the surge of power and what is that? Power! To the light! Quickly! Drawing energy from the distortion. Quickly now!
I like this class a lot. You're soloing a side boss in a raid.
This one's mine!
Figure to leave the. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Well, let me not die. I'll catch up with you here in a minute. Maybe not a good time to drop that. Maybe not a bad time to drop that. We're locked in, dude. This team's good. It's very good. You were soloing a side boss in a raid and that you forgot, so you guys like ran past it or something.
I can't control it.
And the leave now button hoed you. Oh, dude, no freaking way it did that.
It moved us.
Wait, when you say leave
Again.
now button, like
What era?
when it
Up the
prompts
road
you to
seems the
leave the
only way
dungeon
out.
because the group disbands, is that what
I'll
you're
catch my
saying?
breath.
Because that's happened to me a couple of times. Like not in a
I
raid,
pushed myself.
but like in just a general dungeon. I'll just, you know, I'll go back through and just try to fight something and just get friggin' booted out. Because like my keybinds overlap with it and it's really obnoxious, dude. That's the worst. I don't understand why I can't pull these guys together. Does this ability not pull enemies together anymore? Did they nerf it? Gosh dang, bro. Hold on. I want to look at this ability after this dungeon. Because I don't think I've been pulling any enemies together now. Yeah, it's not pulling anything. Discharging room under an enemy. After 2 seconds, the room pulses, pulling in foes between 2 and 10 meters and etching them. It's not pulling any enemies. I'm lost. Sorry, team.
The matriarch arrived here from the past. Seems she
Maybe it's just enemies in this dungeon. Maybe they're like
Carryite.
resistant or something. I don't know. That was his chain. Nice. Recipes. Very nice. Oh, you know what? I think he's already CCing them in a way that's preventing me from doing it. Possibly. Man, I don't know.
Here you are. Temple distortion wasn't in the tower. I fear they built this temple around the knot. Let's go.
I really like the bow for some reason. It doesn't do much.
Matriarch, allow us to neutralize the distortion. I've waited years for you. Your scourge is over. I won't allow this to continue. I must destroy it. Keep the matriarch away from me while I focus.
Style points? Is that what it was?
Feel it crawl under your skin.
she's gonna move again. Maybe not.
Periite blesses you.
I'm doing 48k crits? What ability got popped that allowed me to do that?
Taste what Periite offers you. My lord, you failed me. So much, all of the time. It's so strong. The knot is unraveling.
That's crazy. That was a really clean dungeon. And nobody died either.
We have emerged. I feel different.
There's a mask page in here? Wait a minute. The gold style page is dropping in here. I can't type. We might just farm this dungeon with these guys. They're locked in. They're quite good. If we can get some farm done, and why would we not, right? Sweet. Mafia, welcome back, sir. Movement speed would be so nice. But I really want this mouse speed. Oh, well, you know what? I feel like I spend a significant amount of time inside dungeons with this character. I'd rather have this movement speed. No, that's sneak. That's also armor. out of combat movement speed, which is totally fine. I'm down with that. Where do I start putting these points? I've got one more slot ready. Direct damage attacks? I don't know if what we do is actually direct damage. Oh, was I going for Wrathful Strikes? Yeah, because that's going to end up pretty solid in the long run. And Celerity? I mean, why would we not? $1,700 armor is not that good. I feel like Fortified is just, it's not, like, the best. For a DD, Fortified, I feel like, does not make that much of a difference. On a tank, yeah, every piece of armor is valuable. But I kind of almost want to drop Fortified and go with, like... And I would really like Celerity, just for the movement speed. Kill an enemy, gain major expedition. Someone declined your queue. I feel like I don't need Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation's... What's 1.8 times 50? It's going to be 50.58, or 580, sorry. So 580... Wait, what? No, it's not. It's 58, right? Times 1.8. Oh, it's 90. I don't know how to math, dude. Jeez. That was rough. 90 recoveries is not amazingly impactful. What do we need? They were talking and I was not paying attention. The motif value has dropped. If we get a strong DPS, can give it a few tries. I wasn't kidding about help healing last boss. Need at least one other barrier. If a barrier you can slot. Add sucker resources. Whole place is a heal check. Dot is brutal on the first boss. Avoid the ooze. One takeout. Can swap from Earth Gore. Hey. Kai. Both of them private whispered me. But I was trying to get the team to do hard mode. And both of them were like, yeah, let's try it. And as soon as we got in here and like they met the random, they both private messaged me at the same time and said, I don't know about this hard mode, boy. Which is fine. It's not a problem. I would like to do the hard mode eventually. both double beaming.
No luck on my end. Continue your search in the tower.
What are we working with here? He's level 2700. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm level 600, man. They should be worried about me, not the level 2700. Question, you installed an old SSD into a laptop for a friend and now it's showing us several drives, i.e. drives DH. How do you fix that? Is there a way that you can prioritize a specific drive? Honestly,
There were not has formed in time.
I don't know if you can fix that. Like, can you provide a soft lock to the drive that you don't want active? Like, I know that you can allocate, like, downloads and other things like that to a certain drive through, like, say you want, like, video games from Steam allocated to a certain drive on your PC. You can do that, but I don't know if you can, like, straight up remove a drive.
Creatures of the past, obey my will. You see now, my power has no limits.
One SSD, so why is it several drives? You installed an old SSD into a laptop. Is it possible that it's still recognizing the original SSD? Like, does it actually exist? Like, can you physically install things to that SSD? Because if that's the case, it might just be like a ghost. Like, it might be like a false representation of it. Because dude, sometimes things just happen on computers, man. Like, every now and then, there's just no rhyme or reason, because that is weird. It was from an Xbox. Oh. So you formatted it and it's letting you install stuff to it. For real? That's really strange. I wonder if, because it's from an Xbox, if the Xbox has like a split SSD itself. Like, I wonder if the Xbox SSD has inherently two different situations. I don't know much about that. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't really know too much about Xboxes to begin with. SSD is SSD, no matter where from. Well, yeah, but I'm wondering if, like,
Threads are too many.
that Xbox specifically had, like, the SSD itself had two different, like they put up, like a wall divider in the middle of the room kind of situation. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I've never seen that kind of thing happen.
My word. The settlement is hardly built.
You saying maybe they're partitioned it in a way? Yeah, I was wondering. Dude, I don't know.
Now they get in our way.
It's a possibility.
I have to
Oh
stay
gosh,
clear from
we're fine.
violence. But
I fell through the
time will
tiniest little
die.
crack in that floor. It is possible that that's something they did. I don't know how Xbox works. So partitioning it again the way you want should work. I wouldn't even know where to begin to do that, though. Like, could you technically... How do I want to put this? I don't... How would you do that?
It's deeper below ground.
I don't even know how to put it into words, to be honest. Like, the two separate visual representations of the SSD that are physically on the one drive. Is there a way that you can, like, I don't want to say delete one, right? Because you can't technically delete one. But can you merge them together somehow? Like, I don't know. We're treading uncharted territory for me. You would think that there'd be a way to merge them somehow. Partitioning is that, basically. Well, yeah. I mean, like, partitioning would be splitting them apart, right? Allocation of X amount of storage of things. Yeah, like, is there a way to trick it into thinking, like, you can't rename them, that's not gonna work. Like, you can't just name them both the same thing, because they wouldn't... I don't know if that's, like, compatible. It would probably have a hard time, like, overlapping properly. It'd be like... It would give you, like, an error of some kind. But, to, like, smush them together would be a thing. I don't know, man. I wouldn't know how you do that.
This power is ours. I will control my own. Rise, my flag. Defend our home.
Alright. You know enough about computers to use them, but not enough to technical stuff. Yeah. Sorry, the teammates were wanting me to get a range interrupt, and I do not have the ability for that. Mafia, welcome back. What's your move with me? freaking missed my ultimate.
Take shelter in the light.
I need stamina.
Disable that orb. It's going into distortion.
Oh, things got serious for a minute.
Spread out. Creature's releasing its power. I've got this one. Get to the light. Disable that orb. Tapping into the distortion's power.
I really didn't want to taunt that. I didn't mean to. I should take that off my bar.
Power. I'll take care of this one. Take shelter in the light.
Alright, we had to get freaking serious for a minute. We, the other DD that we had was freaking locked in. He took care of all the orbs, like, instantaneously. And, I honestly don't know how he reached them all. He was very quick with those orbs, and I kind of just neglected that they even existed this time around. Because I was just like, ah, surely the teammate will get him again, right?
Go. I'll catch my breath.
Alright, hold on. Alright, we gotta repair some armor. Yeah, dude, Ari, I feel like I wasn't like super technically inclined for computers before I started streaming. But I tried real hard to learn as much as I could. And like, you know, it's over 2 or 3 years, I feel like I've obtained a lot of knowledge when it comes to computers in general, but there's still a lot to learn. Like, there's an infinite amount of stuff that you just never are gonna know. But if you figure out how to do that, man, like, rock and roll.
matriarch arrived here from the past. It seems she forged a defensive pact with Periite.
Backpacks, man. I gotta keep opening them things.
In the tower. I fear they built this temple around the knot. Let's go.
I like this dungeon, man.
Well, I was right. Here it is.
Matriarch, allow us to neutralize the distortion. I've waited years for you. Die, creatures! I cannot allow this to continue. I must destroy it. Keep the matriarch away from me while I focus.
Yeah, that guy's just dead for a minute. He's gonna have to dodge roll. Okay. Alright, we recovered. That was a really rough situation to be in, but we're out of it, and we're moving forward to the next round. Ooh.
Feel it crawl under your skin. Broken off.
It's a little bit late on my ultimate, but it is what it is. She's probably gonna move. No, we got the whole thing off.
My lord!
We did it.
You failed me.
I got a lead?
It's so strong!
Ancestor Summit undershirt.
The knot is unraveling! I can pull us through!
What did I get?
We have a
Tiffany, hey yo.
I feel different.
Hard mode and tons of runs. That's crazy. Yeah, higher drop rate with hard mode achievement. Is it? Hold on. Supposedly it's like a 2.5% without, 5% chance with hard mode. Okay, so it's not an event thing, but there's something going on with this dungeon where this dungeon is specifically dropping that style page where I can maybe... He pinged it. I didn't get it, but it's this. The Roxa the Warped Mask, and apparently it's worth a pretty significant amount of money. Can I add this guy? Yeah. The tank was pretty cool, but he dipped. Ferdinand. Ferdinand was the tank. I did add him. Mr. Heal Your Girl is the one that got the drop. And this guy's been really cool. We've ran into him a handful of times. We've done many dungeons with him already, just randomly like queuing. And he's a nice guy, and he's very good. What's that? Oh, no, that's the headpiece. I'm holding out here just in case they want to keep doing this, because the healer's locked in. But he did get the drop. Right? Yeah, he's the one that got the drop. The tank was the one looking for it, but he hasn't gotten it, and he said he's got to call it because he's been playing like too much. Like he said he's done the dungeon way too many times. Right Master Bond Sash. Isn't that what I got? No, I got the Blessed Inheritor Belt. That was cool. I like that dungeon. And I feel like we haven't ran it a ton. So I don't mind like running it a couple of times back to back, especially with guys that are that chill. Especially if we had chances to get some freaking crazy drops. Man, they got lucky. That one guy said he's gotten that mask piece 5 times now. And it's like a 2.5% chance drop. That's outrageous. He's honestly pulling Bryson's RNG out of his friggin' butt. Alright. We need to do Tempest, Graven, and Darkshade 2. Tempest, Graven, and Darkshade 2. Darkshade 2. Tempest. Graven is in there somewhere. Right there. Alright. Cool. Mafio, don't let Gym Test catch you talking like that with somebody else, buddy. He'll be very upset with you. Let's go through achievements real quick. I don't even... Sorry, my brain's all scattered. Where do we find achievements? I don't know if there's like a segment specifically designated to dailies. I think like if I could go into Murkmire, the Lilymouth Outlaws Refuge received 20,000 gold for fencing items in Murkmire specifically. Goodness, for fencing items, so you have to sell them. Gym Test is sleeping? Yeah, that is what you think. Nah, he actually, he is definitely sleeping right now. He's usually not up late to begin with. It was weird to see him up so late the other day. He must have been, gaming or something, I don't know. Collect and restore all stone tablets. Hell yeah, brother. Got her done. Get her done. Explore and become the... I'm looking for something specific here and I'm not seeing it. Learn every chapter in Deadwater style book occasionally found as rewards for completing daily jobs. Oh. Oh, so it's not like... Learn every chapter in the Elder Argonian style book occasionally found as rewards for completing daily jobs. So it's not it's not an achievement for doing... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Does Gym Test actually go to the gym? To be honest, I have no idea. He talks a lot of smack, but I've never been given any, like, substantial evidence as to answering yes. Like, I don't know if he does or not. Read 5 poems written by so-and-so, located at shrines. Books. Interact with swamp jellies and harvest its resource. Did you see your food? Did I see your food? I'll look at it right now. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. I don't know about those sweet tarts. You can keep them. But that soup looks really good. What is that? It's got some noodles in it. It's got some meat. Maybe some eggs, some onions, some shallots, and some, like, green stuff. I don't know what that is, but it looks really good. Today was a perfect day for like some hot soup. Dude, it got cold for some reason today. Like it started getting nice out the last week. It was like kind of warm, almost hot. And today it's like almost 30 degrees. It's 41 right now. So, you know, it's crazy. The weather's just been all over the freaking place. Complete 20 unique quest stories. Birria ramen? I've never heard of that. You don't like noodles in your soup, Mavio? You're weird. You don't count. One world boss daily job. One solo daily job. So there are complete by the river quest. Okay. Complete 20 unique story quests for Murkmire. Unique story quests for Murkmire. 20? There's only 7. 7 and 3. What does that mean? Unique story quests. Ramen, shredded beef, onions, and cheese. It does look delicious. We're still queued, yeah? Alright. I'll tell you what. Let's not do like something like Murkmire. Let's do something that we've already completed the world for. So, like quests. Aldmeri Dominion. Done. Daggerfall Covenant. That's not where we've been. We've been in the Ebonheart Pact, yeah? You're not touching ramen? Oh, dude, ramen's delicious. You don't know what you're missing. 61 unique quests in the Rift. Cold Harbor completed. Craglorn, not even close, but not worried about it right now. Cyrodiil. I did see the tacos. Those things looked freaking delicious. Same with all the stuff on the side. I saw the corn, man. That corn looked really good too. I don't know what I'm doing. And I guess we could go do some dailies. Some daily dungeon, or some daily mission quests. So like... And it's looking like it's not for the base game. Right, if we go over here to like exploration or questing, and we highlight this, like this is all done. 100. I don't even know how to say that word, but a salad sounds pretty good too. Craglorn, Cold Harbor's done. Alright, so... we would need to do something like... Murkmire. Where'd it go? How blind am I? We know what they are. I don't need to find the friggin' thing again. Alright. Buffalo tacos. Like actual buffalo taco? Like buffalo meat in the tacos? Or are you talking about like spicy like a buffalo sauce taco? Elote salad is the, oh, that's the corn stuff you posted. Oh. I thought that was just like some soft stuffed corn. Alright. Let's see if we can find some daily missions in this world. Buffalo wing tacos. That sounds tasty. You guys are gonna make me hungry. That sounds very good.
Fancy a life of treasure hunting? Cyrodiil Collections needs you.
Okay, there's a chance I don't actually unlock these quests until after we've completed the world. And if that's the case, we ain't doing that right now. Wait, is it those? Those might be it. Naturally has a slightly sweet flavor and is super tender. Buffalo meat in the tacos, huh? Buffalo meat is delicious.
And I'm not
Like,
particular about who takes the
if
job.
you've never had it, it's worth a shot. It's on par with like venison, but it's not quite the same. I don't know how to explain it, man. It is a tough one. But it is delicious. It's hard to find. Most places do not sell it. I think you have to have like a specific license to sell certain types of meat. Buffalo being one of those types of meat. Like, you gotta get a specific license if you want to sell venison. So most places don't find it like profitable enough or worth doing. So it's not like common. You don't really like Mexican food? Yeah, WTF Mafia. What's wrong with it, dude? See, look, man. At the end of the day, nothing's gonna change the fact that we all love Mafia. Okay, Mafia is a staple individual in this community. Like this community would not be what it is without him. However, you have Mafia, with all due respect and the most love possible. You've got the worst taste buds I've ever met. Like, look, man, they're your taste buds, so you do with them what you want. But I'm telling you, I don't respect your flavors at all, man. There's so much that you hate. You'll come out and be like, I don't like cheese. I don't like tacos. I don't like all the good stuff. Like, the stuff that everybody in the world agrees is amazing and is a requirement for your life. You're like, I don't really like it, and I don't understand that. It drives me nuts, dude. I need like a temporary band hotkey. Like I just need like a button on my keyboard or on my mouse or something designated to like a 10-second ban just for you, just for when you say something like I don't like Mexican food. That I could just remove you and I don't even have to think about it because all the chats will be gone. Like, it's unacceptable, man. How do you not like Mexican food? It's so amazing. Like, it's one thing if you're not into spicy stuff, but you don't need to love spicy stuff to like Mexican food. You only come here for Mafia? I guess you're gone now. Well, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. It do be what it is. Throw him overboard. Walk the plank, matey. This will give us an achievement. You love spicy food? What's the problem with Mexican food, man? What are you, freaking racist or something? What's the deal? I only eat white people food. But white people food is like everybody's food, so... A little bit. I like spicy food a lot, but my body says no, it's bad for you. I love the music in Murkmire, dude. Alright, we're gonna be here for 10 hours waiting for this boss to spawn back. Because everybody's just devouring world bosses right now for crates. I love all food. I kinda do too. It's hard not to, man. I love food so much that there's a chance I end this stream early just to go get some. Just to go make food. Alright, we do have to wait here. Unfortunately. I didn't pick up the mail. But a boomskas? Boomskiskas? This is our life, man. The bosses don't exist. It's just not seasoned how you like your food. You hate guacamole. Guacamole is not great, man. You hate Mexican rice. What? Hold on a minute. See, now this is where we start to get confused again, because... Is that the boss? Not a chance, bro. Oh, the boss wants to show up now, huh?
What shall I make of you? Blood gives me strength. I command the power of death. Your corpse will serve me well. Rise and attack my minions. I am the master here.
That was so unnecessary.
My power. I command the power of death. Rise and attack my minions. Feel my power. I will not fall to you. Your corpse will serve me well. I am the master here.
Okay. We got it. I feel like this isn't the best solo character.
Strength. I command the power of death.
Yeah, not a great solo character. But we made it. It's edible, he says. Mexican food is just edible. What's the matter with you, dude? Even the tortilla chips at Mexican restaurants aren't great. Bro, that's what I'm saying. I think you're just confused. I think your taste buds are on backwards or something, like, you know. There was like a soft spot on your head, and your nana was like arm wrestling with you when you were a baby, and she like, you know, she arm wrestled you so hard that you like fell and smashed your soft spot or something like that. It's just not possible to not love Mexican food, man. Do I need to be on fire? You were dropped a lot as a baby, weren't we all? Tiffany, that's where you chime in and you're like, no, we were not all dropped as children. Now you're confused. You fell out of a truck as a baby? Well, it could have been like a Humvee or something. It could have been worse. Gotta go this way.
We only cover the ball with mud and
I don't know if I can get there. We should be able to go the round, I think. Oh.
Beagle friend.
All right.
Over here.
I'm not
Will
going to
you
pick this
speak with
quest up.
me?
Because we're going to come through this world on our main character eventually. Doesn't look like it. Wow, them auto attacks are something, huh? Excuse me. Alright, one sacred candle. Just slow? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's okay. That's why we like you. That was fun. I like this room. Okay, it's up there. membranes. I don't know what we'd use membranes for. Wow, that was unnecessary. I missed the sky shard somewhere. But I'm not like super concerned about it. Like we're gonna get it eventually, just not right now. We'll be back here eventually. Am I not queued for this dungeon? What happened? I don't understand. I've been waiting for this dungeon to proc for... Oh, you know what? I might have been in that boss fight. That sucks. Because I've been just sitting here not queued for a while. What was the other one? I don't know what the other one was. Oh, Tempest Island. Yeah, that super sucks, because now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, dude. I thought we'd have these freaking daily Undaunteds done by now. It's not the end of the world if we don't get them done today. I was just kind of hoping to knock them out, because we spent like a ton of keys recently. And I wanted to make up for some of that key loss. I kind of like our little lizard. The little lizard's cute. He waddles real fast when you start running real, you know, like, look at him go. Little lizard baby.
Come explore the swamp with
Shut up.
Cyrodiilic collections.
I ain't explored nothing. Where am I going? Alright, so we gotta turn these dailies in. Now we're missing one, and I don't know where it's from. It might not be unlocked until after we complete the world. And these dailies not only...
So there were Imperial remains in the...
Oh. Oh. We're getting purple crates for that too, huh? Okay. Let's look at this achievement list again. In just a second. And before I go accidentally eating some of these mats, or some of these thingies, let me put that up. That's actually one thing that we were looking for. We were looking for style pages as well. There are 2 achievements for collecting all the style pages within the DLC areas. And man oh day, is that going to be a process. Like a long process. Do the sticker books carry over from one character to another? Yeah. Yeah, they do. Good-ish, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to think of where this thing would be. We're missing one more daily quest from specifically from this map. Achievements. Murkmire. Quests. Complete one solo daily job for Tuul in Root Whisper Village. That's Lilimoth.
There's always more to do.
It's Brightthroat Village. Deadwater Village. What? Wonder if we do have to complete the world. If we push quests out, maybe we'll unlock something. But we can take a look here. There's a chance that the quest or the achievement's name doesn't line up with the actual map, because I have noticed circumstances like that where it just doesn't. Wow, that guy's really thick. Are you serious? You're telling? Really? Really? My gosh, he's huge. There's been times where the achievement's name does not actually line up with like the specific name of the item or whatever it is that you gotta use to get the achievement. I've only seen it once or twice, so it's not like it's a common thing, but it's totally a possibility. So we might as well just check Brightthroat Village. The guy's what? He's huge! Yes, that's what she said. Huge! Do you have a daily quest here somewhere? You said thick. Did I say thick? Huge and thick. Thick and huge. All the things that you would like to abuse? I don't know. I was trying to come up with a rhyme. It didn't work. Well, I don't see a daily quest in this little village. And there's Deadwater Village. We could, you know, we'll try it. I was already up there, so I should have checked it while I was there. Ah, crap. We're in. Hold on. No, 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 no. Get away from me. Don't miss this friggin' dungeon. Holy. Somebody declined it. You bunch of poo heads. Why, man? Why?
You are well traveled, yes? Let us exchange pleasantries and word from the road.
When she says well traveled, you know what she means. How do I get to the place I got to go do? Any blue books? Give me something. Or not. Oh wait, whoa, 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 bowl of worms. Wow. There's no way I'm in combat. You telling me I'm still in combat? With what, though? I need to know. With what? What am I in combat with?
Box on dishonor.
Okay, that was loud, lady. You don't have to yell. Okay, they're all dead water here. I'm not seeing a daily quest anywhere either. Y'all got bugs in the village? This is disgusting. The blood disgusting. Alright. I'm not seeing it. Well, what did two of them?
To save us. Outsiders will only make things worse.
Come, Dapasa. Bill has
Is there something I'm
made a
missing?
decision.
Like, is there a smaller village within Lilimoth? Am I missing something? I've got to be missing something. Boom, 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 boom. What the heck is Wrathstone? Dungeons? Without being damaged by bloody geysers in Moonhunter's Keep. What an achievement that is, dude. Collect and install all the parts necessary to reconstruct the precursor factotum. Unique quests. Learn of things. I'm not seeing the daily quests that I remember. Like, Bryson has talked so many times about these daily quests that we need to do. And I see that they have a chance to drop the style pages. But I also am not seeing like an achievement for actually doing the quest. Like, he was saying that there's like there's an achievement for doing like 50. Forgot you had a muffin? Well, it's time to get remembered.
Over here, they appear to be in some sort of catatonic state. Something's wrong here.
Dude, I love just ripping enemies apart. This build is so satisfying. I like pulling groups of enemies together. And I really like just laser beaming.
Mara, look at them. Someone's going to have to fight through that. Somebody is altered these corners. I've never seen anything like it. They're as aggressive as the miners. I'm going to stay right here for tactical reasons. I have full confidence in your ability to handle this.
Like, that's just so satisfying, dude. Can I get up, please? Hey. Dude, I got knocked over like 3 times before the fight even started. Dude, welcome back. Wi-Fi died for a moment. You're good, man. I didn't even know you left, man. You think it's Tiffany ruining the Wi-Fi? I wouldn't be surprised. Out to get you. I know, he's like smack talk central, dude. Wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah, somebody's got to keep it alive, man. Oh, we're gonna kill it. Dude, we almost killed it in one phase, which is kind of wild.
What did I ever do to that?
I feel like I still do more damage to it than I should when it's not on the ground. My gosh, dude. We're doing good. If you wanted to ruin something, it wouldn't be your Wi-Fi. What? We win. I know, I feel like ruining the Wi-Fi is worse than your whole life. Like, there's a lot of things you could do to ruin somebody's life that wouldn't be nearly as impactful as ruining their Wi-Fi. Alright. Butter smooth, baby. Let's drop all this crap. Our inventory's almost full. Grim, what's up, brother? Hello. Mr. Grim. Did you ever play Hollow Knight? That reminds me of Hollow Knight. Dunk, dunk, dunk. Alright, the rest gets deconstructed.
You've got rubbish?
Bada boom. To the next. And the next is Graven Deep and Tempest Island. Oops. Graven Deep. Tempest Island. I guess we're out of there. So, I guess we're gonna just ignore Mark Meyer now. But we could do clockwork. Complete one solo daily job. Complete one solo daily job. Let's try clockwork, me. Boom, boom, boom. Do I need a... Nope. Sorta. I mean, it'd be nice to have this one. But that's okay. We gotta run anyway. You like this game called Have a Nice Death? I think it's similar. I've heard of that. Gosh dang it. I just can't, like, put two and two together in my head right now. I've heard of Have a Nice Death, but I know zero about it. I'm assuming it's an indie game. That's, like, about it. That's all I got. You just switched from Xbox to PC? Oh, snap, dude. There's a lot of people doing that now, man. Like, honestly, the only reason why I switched is because I started streaming on PC. And I just, like... I had a PS4 for so long. And the PS5 came out, and I was like, I don't need it. I don't need it. And one day I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time I do the upgrade. Like, should I get a PS5 or should I get a PC? And my buddy convinced me, like, that the PC is the way to go. And I'm not disappointed at all. I'm very, very happy with PC from every single corner. Dude, like, there's not a single aspect of PC that I don't appreciate more than I did for console. Aside from maybe the simplicity of console, because console's pretty simple, but PC does so much, man. It's so good. You started using GeForce now, too? Holy, man. You're going hard, huh? You wish there weren't so many exclusives? Yes, that actually is a big reason why I would maybe stick with console, but I ain't sticking with console, dude. Like, I'll be honest, there's enough games that I don't need to play the exclusives. Like, it doesn't bother me.
Looking for a forest. You get me though.
Alright, let's do... Wait, didn't I pick up 2? Oh, right here.
So you turnings.
Timings are things with the stuff and things. Oh, yes. Like, you know what though? Dang it, man. Like, God of War Ragnarok was technically PlayStation exclusive for like 2 years, but now it's been released to PC, and I'll be honest, it was absolutely worth the 2-year wait. Like, without a doubt, I'm very, very happy that I got to play it. I didn't mind waiting 2 years, but I know there's a lot of games out there that I would love to play, and they ain't coming to PC in 2 or 4 or 10 years, man. Like they're never gonna do like a Bloodborne remastered PC NA or whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, dude. You said Have a Nice Death is basically you're the Grim Reaper and you run a corporation and you have to fight Burnout. Really? That actually sounds kind of interesting. Fascinating, just bloody fascinating.
Just do as I say, you skeever!
You're a skeever. What a douchebag.
Wait, what are you doing now?
I am a factotum, not a large
What?
is a large
I'm not gonna fight these guys if I don't need to. Whoa, the Lagosaurus? Boop. Counterfeit coal? What? Who counterfeits coal? I kept forgetting to do this. So double tap is here. We want double tap speed to be like 200 milliseconds or something. I want it to be more purposeful whenever I dodge roll. I've been telling myself I'm going to change that and I just keep forgetting. Is that really what camels sound like? I've never seen a camel in real life, but I would imagine they don't really sound like that. What? From wood sources. From wood sources. I don't remember. Ooh, chest. I don't remember if the wood sources look like actual wood in this, or in Clockwork City, or if they look like little scrap bits. Because there's certain maps that have little scrap looking situations, like a wagon wheel or something that you chop up. But what we could do is go to the next quest and try to find some wood on the way. It doesn't have like a specific area, so I'm assuming it's anywhere. Wonder if a horse or if a horse or a camel would win a fight. What kind of a fight? Like, what are we talking about? specifically what kind of a fight? Like, are there rules to this fight? Because I feel like the camel would win. You think the horse wins? I don't know, man. Camels are like super resilient. Aiden coming in with the camel facts. Camel can kick sideways and they're bigger. Camels are bigger. They weigh a lot, dude.
Do as I say, you schemer!
I didn't know they could kick sideways though. That's actually interesting.
What are you doing now?
They kick sideways. I guess horses can't kick sideways. You're not wrong. Like they really only kick backwards. And you can like disable a horse's kick pretty easily. Like if you know how to manipulate their joints and stuff, you could just like pick their leg up and like they can't do anything about it. You like bend it in the right way. Not that it's gonna hurt them, but it like disables their like the muscle that it doesn't like disable it, but it like significantly reduces the capability that the muscle has. It's like taking the tension off of a rubber band or something. Kind of like that, I guess. So like, I don't know, maybe camels are similar, but I think camels might win. Mafio, if you ever start like a TV show of some kind, and that TV show consists of like animals battling one another, let me know. And you gotta do that. It's gonna be the first episode. Camels and horses. You started fresh yesterday on PC? You played religiously on console a few years ago? What would you recommend focusing? Get a crafting character set up. Your first character you make sure that's a character that you're gonna want to spend a lot of time on. Make sure it's a class that you like and enjoy. And start your research immediately. Your research and obviously like your mount speeds and whatnot. If you're looking to min-max, if you want to be as efficient as possible, there's certain skill lines that you can go for, like going for the Psijic skill line, going for obviously your guilds. Your guild lines are very important. Skill points are super duper valuable, so doing like the dungeons, the public dungeons, the main quest lines that are going to give you skill points, like that's all going to go a long way. Because if you're going to do a crafter, which I definitely recommend it, you're going to need like at least 200 skill points just for crafting. Like literally, and that sounds like sounds crazy, but it's so many skill points just for crafting. So that and like I guess like once you hit level 50, you want to do your dailies, right? You want to do your random daily dungeons every day. You want to do your Undonneds because it's really, really important to do those. It gives you lots of good loot. Your writs are super valuable. What else is there? Have fun, man. That's like priority number one. You know, it depends on what kind of a player you are. If you're super serious, if you have fun by like getting like super like into it and like really nitty gritty and really try hard with it, then yeah, go for the min-max route. But like, I think fun is priority number one, man. It's not always going to be about the most efficient way possible and the most amount of maximized effort and loot. Like, just have a good time. Magplar's back. Yeah, dude. That's like my primary. I mean, I like all the classes, but that's what my my crafter is. It's like the first character I made. Yeah, crafting is it's pretty massive. Like, if you want to experiment with builds at all, like especially once you start, if you're interested in PvP, if you want to experiment like with crafting certain set pieces so that you can like try new builds in PvP, because crafting, excuse me, craftable sets are very, very valuable. Sorry, I got the hiccups all of a sudden. The hiccups, dude, they're killing me. There are some really, really good crafting sets, not just for PvP, but PvE as well. And a lot of them pretty much require maxed out crafting. Like I was trying to do Daedric Trickery the other day, and it requires all but one crafting, you know, research completion, and that takes a while. I don't know, man. What else could I suggest? Like, to be honest, like everything's important. Oh, along with like the Psijic skill tree, another really good one would be the scribing. Scrying and scribing, two different things. Scrying is for your mythics, right? Your One Piece sets. Those are super freaking valuable. So get that skill tree like capped out as soon as you can, so you can start like absorbing your leads, because leads expire. It's 30 days for a lead to expire. So obviously you have some time, but it would suck to have to go to recollect the leads. At least I feel that way. So I wanted to get that capped out like pretty much immediately. That and scribing. Scribing is like one of the newest forms of it's like a new way to tweak abilities. Essentially, you can take like an ability in the game, and through a bunch of different materials that you collect and some skills and whatnot, you can kind of customize the effects that that ability gives you and get different passives and whatnot that happen with it. So scribing is like the latest late game situation. I have not gotten into it myself, but if you want to be competitive at all, if you want to play PvP, if you want to like mid-max your DPS for trials and raids and stuff, yeah, you definitely need to start scribing, because it's strong. They're really good abilities. And a little bit unbalanced, if I'm being honest. From your research, Mafia. Sorry, we're waiting for this boss to spawn too. Somebody's killed it before we got here. From your research, the biggest horse weighs more than the biggest camel. Really? It's not always about size, Mafia. Didn't your mama ever teach you? Come on, man. It's not. It's about the motion of the ocean, baby. Except for extinct species of camels. I don't know. I think that, like, it's not necessarily about size. Like, the biggest horse is probably going to be less agile. It might be strong, right? Like, there are some really big horses, but they're like work horses. They're not like super flexible. You know, they're not getting down and dirty with gym test on the evenings. So I don't, maybe they are. Who knows? Used to try hard a lot. You miss running stuff like VAS +2 and Vet Cloud Rest +3. Yeah, I miss doing stuff like that too. We're gonna get to doing things exactly like that eventually here on this series, but it's probably gonna be a little bit. I'm trying to take my time with it. Like when I first started playing ESO, like over a decade ago, or however long it's been. Maybe not quite over a decade. I started playing when it first came out, or at least like shortly after it first came out. So it's been probably about 10 years, if not a little more. But gosh, that was so loud. I rushed through everything. I wasted no time. And I skipped every dialogue. I ran through the map as fast as I could to get the most amount of XP as fast as I could. And I found myself, like, burning out. And I also found myself, like... Whoa. Oh my gosh! I just wasn't expecting 15,000 damage. I wanted to like engage in the lore and stuff this time and just like slow down a little bit. I wanted to not do what I did the first time. It's not that I didn't enjoy the game before, but you get the point, right? Like, Dude O'Day, mechanically inclined boss, huh? Alright, so don't step in that circle. I didn't expect this boss to be so serious. I just walked into it like I was gonna just win. Toughy, dude, for a world boss. That was a good one. I much appreciate like mechanically inclined stuff like that. I feel like most world bosses. Goofin, what's up, brother? Hello. Thank you, man. I feel like most world bosses I can kind of just walk up to and just throw stuff and it, you know. But that was fun. I could do that again, dude.
Approach, Featherless.
I think I may have missed them, but didn't know about One Piece sets being a thing. Yeah, I'll show you here. Let me just clean this up real quick, and I'll give you some examples of One Piece sets that I feel like are just something else, dude. Like they can be very, very strong. Now, I gotta say, they're incredibly niche. Like there's very few of them, I would say, that are like very well rounded and capable in pretty much all scenarios. You kind of have to build towards them. But if you build towards them and you use them properly, they can be incredibly powerful. Here's a good one. This is a tank one, right? This is well, I would say it's a tanky one, but honestly, you could use it however you want. It's a heavy chest plate. It is, okay, so not only that, but Mythics, One Piece sets, you can only have one equipped at a time. So you cannot wear multiples. You can't have a full set based on these things. But this one says that dealing damage with a bash attack places a persistent, uncleansable blood curse on an enemy. You can only have one blood curse on an enemy at a time. Dealing additional bash damage moves the curse. So you can bash multiple enemies and it'll just move the curse from one to the other. When you block a blood-cursed enemy, any damage at all that comes from that enemy that you have cursed, you restore 1600 magic. This can occur every second. So for like a Dragon Knight tank that has like a lot of magic based shields that are in the kit, this is awesome. It's actually a very good piece. Is it required? No, but it can really provide some serious benefit. there's a bunch that I have not gotten my hands on because they're new. But like Gaze of Sithis, this is a cool PvP set. I've never messed around with it myself, but it sounds very good on paper. Increases max health by 3,300, health recovery by 10,000, yeah, by 1,000, and then adds 4,000 armor. But it reduces your block mitigation to 0. So if you're not doing a bunch of blocking, this is amazing. Or if you prefer to dodge roll and things like that. Harpooner's Waiting Kill. Dealing direct damage grants you a stack of Hunter's Focus for 20 seconds, up to a max of 10 stacks. You can only gain 1 stack per second. Each stack increases your crit chance by 110 and crit damage by 1%. So a cap of 1,100 crit chance and 10% crit damage. But taking damage removes 5 stacks of focus upon up to once per second. So removing Harpooner's Waiting Kill removes all the stacks too, so you can't get stacks and then take the weapon or the set off. Lots of things like that. They seem awesome. I'll give you one more. There's a lot of them to go through, but this is another like very important one that I think is super popular. Mafia, welcome back. This is Oaken Soul Ring. While equipped, you are unable to swap between your primary and your backup weapon sets. So no back bar. It's just one single bar. But you gain Minor Berserk, Minor Courage, Major Brutality, Major Sorcery, Major Prophecy, Major Savagery, Minor Force, Minor Protections, Major Resolve, Minor Mending, Minor Fortitude, Minor Intellect, Minor Endurance, Minor Heroism, Minor Slayer, Minor Aegis, and Empower. This is really, really good for like heavy attack 1-bar builds. It is a staple in heavy attack builds, and it can be used for a lot of different things. And yeah, you miss your back bar, but you also get passively all of those buffs. 1-bar builds for the win. They're really good. Dude, there's a sorcerer heavy attack 1-bar build that can crack like 110, 120,000 DPS on the parse dummy. It's crazy. It's really crazy. So, yeah, dude, this is really, really important. And there's multiple parts to it. There's 2 separate skill trees that I don't have on this character, so I can't show you right now. But there's 2 separate skill trees that revolve around this. There is Excavation and Scrying, and you can see... Oop. Oh, it requires the skill tree to actually see it. But basically, there's leads that you find in the world. A lead is a way to obtain the pieces that grab these things. And it's not just antiquities, it's not just mythics. It's not 1-bar set or 1-piece sets, excuse me, that is dropped from antiquities. You can also get things that you sell for gold. You can get recipes and crafting motifs and things like that from antiquities. You can also get lots of stuff that goes in your house. Lots and lots of stuff that goes in your house. Antiquities are really good, so I definitely recommend jumping on that as soon as you can, if you're trying to sweat. But yes, the leads do expire. So once you obtain a lead by, say you open a chest and it's like, you got a lead, and that lead has 30 days until it either needs to be used or disappears and you got to go find it again. And you can do them more than once. You can get like multiples. Now there's sticker books too. So like if you're getting a 1-piece set, you can recreate the Oaken Soul Ring 10 times if you wanted to. But you can re-scry for it by going and collecting the leads once more if you're interested in doing that. Can't wait for fishing. You're out of your mind. Can't wait for fishing, he says. You found 6 gold ones yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, you can't see them until you get the skill tree set up, but they drop pretty quickly. They'll start slowing down. Like, eventually you'll start getting less and less of them as you continue to push forward, but early on you'll get like tons and tons of leads. It's pretty sweet. When you stop playing, your highest DPS was a Stamcrow at 90k. That's pretty good, man. The Necro is a tough one to get the hang of, man. I feel like not most, but maybe a lot of people, including myself, just can't seem to make the Necro work.
I've almost
So that's good.
look at the jaws on you, creature.
Are we doing it? I got it. I died, but I got it. Never tried it. You were hitting 80k on the Magplar? 80k is still quite good. I feel like your general heavy attack builds can hit, like on the high end, can hit like 80, 90k. And they're super easy too. If you know anything about heavy attack builds, like it's got a really simplistic rotation. It's not hard. When you say the max DPS going so high, like I've seen people hit 142,000. Like, it just depends. And I think generally those are like strictly parse conditions where everything is literally as perfect as it can be. 130, 142,000 in real time and like in your game, if you're doing a trial or whatever, is really unlikely. But refining your rotation and your build and all that stuff is really valuable, so it's not like parsing is a bad thing.
No match for simple cubes.
I never know which one to start with.
Most complex of mysteries, it would seem.
Oh, I unbuffed. That was a mistake.
Impressive, but other secrets await. How long until one cuts you down?
Did I ever put that one passive on my bar? Oh, no, I never got the passive points.
By my father's head. Dwarven construction! I'll join you presently, after I handle some Hadalid bullies.
Over the past few years, it seems that the DPS just got better and better. We all got nerfed, and the highest people would hit the highest people would hit was like 100k. Yeah, it's there's definitely a pretty severe power creep in the game right now. but I don't know if it's a bad thing. It's making a lot of the earlier content pretty trivial, like Maelstrom Arena is friggin' just a breeze. If you can hit 142,000 DPS, like, Veteran Maelstrom Arena is nothing to you. But, other than that, like, because there's a lot of other endgame content that's around now. Like, we got, like, new trials, we've got a whole bunch of stuff. So it's not like it's excessive, or, well, it is a bit excessive depending on the context, but it has its purposes. Man, my toes were just barely missing that. Dang, bro. Our tank dropped the aggro. One bar builds used to hit a max like 60k when you played. Now they get like 100k. Yeah, well, I think most classes are between like 80 and 90 on the really high end for one bar builds. But for like heavy attack one bar builds. One bar builds are pretty vast now just because of Oaken Soul. But with that being said, like, the Sorcerer's heavy attack one bar build is crazy. God damn it. Oh, whatever. This is gonna be one of the most obnoxious bosses in the game. You also notice Magplos are running medium gear? Depends. It depends. I think
Scattered papers.
light armor because it provides so much passive pen for your build
I'll catch up.
makes crit damage a little bit more desirable. Obviously there's plenty of ways to hit crit cap, but like when you have maxed out pen in a trial, it's like the light armor passive kind of becomes a little bit irrelevant. So the crit damage itself from medium armor is quite valuable, but light armor also gives you crit chance. So it's honestly what you want. Like the game's kind of become in a way like play a little bit more how you want to play type of style. Like, you can kind of be more flexible and still hit pretty significant numbers. Like, obviously if you want to follow the meta, if you want to be fully mid-maxed, you got to do things kind of by the book and how they're done in the meta currently. But with that being said, man, like, you can kind of just build a whole bunch of different crazy stuff and it'll work. PvP's a different story. Like, there's a pretty strong meta, I think, going on in PvP right now. It's still varied, like it's not horrible, but PvE, man, you can pretty stretch. Excuse me, you can stretch pretty far out of your comfort zone. Yeah, the build variety is huge, man. I agree. I really enjoy it. I like the idea that you don't have to follow a meta. Now, you know, eventually, you know, if you get like seriously competitive and you start finding yourself in like guilds that are requiring like X amount of DPS, yeah, you're gonna have to probably min-max to a certain extent, but I don't think it's required anymore, man. Which I really appreciate.
Do not
Tiffany,
feel
welcome
bold
back.
Too quickly.
A little parkour.
Immortal. The delicious scent of burnt mortal.
Burnt mortal.
Are you tired? These machines shall give you no rest. What savagery in your rich souls! The little fish avoids the hook for now.
Andrew, what up, dude? Gear progression is like World of Warcraft, where you have to do absolutely hardest content to be relevant. Are you asking? Because no. I mean, yes and no. It's subjective, man, because there's some overworld content. Sorry, there's some overworld gear. Like one of the very first worlds that you go into can be Stonefalls, depending on your alliance. Can provide like one of the craziest gear sets for the Dragon Knight, and it kind of just goes all over the place. But generally, your late game trials are going to provide some really powerful gear, and trial sets in general are pretty much required if you want to be very strong in mid-max, because trial sets provide a bonus called Minor Slayer, increasing your damage to dungeon, trial, and arena monsters by 5% at all times. And Minor Slayer, you know, if you, like I said, if you're trying to like be real good, if you're trying to mid-max, like you really want Minor Slayer, and one of the only ways to get it in the entire game is through a trial set piece of some kind. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to steal that from him. Yeah, somebody might steal it from me. So yeah, trials, man, very late game, very end game. So most of the stuff, well, maybe not most, but a portion of the stuff is gonna have to be very late game. But
Excellent.
if you have a good team, you can get into some normal trials at like level 50. Or if you have a team that's willing to let you join, you could get into some trials at like level 10, 20. They'd have to carry you because you're gonna be dead weight. But you could technically get some gear sets like that, like really early on. But it's not meant to be like that. It's supposed to be late game stuff. Max champion rank 810? Nah, brother. It's been. I remember when it used to be 810. Times have changed, son. Max level's 3,600. Champion points are significantly different too. We can take a look at champion points after this dungeon. I don't see blue skeletons. Dang it.
Fine work. It looked fun. Now, we go...
You're tired of the WoW systems where almost everybody is elitist? I never really got into WoW. There's a part of me that wish I did, and there's a part of me that is glad that I didn't. But yeah, I feel like ESO is a very, like, play how you want kind of game. You can find relative success with just about anything you put your heart to, as long as you understand, like, the fundamentals of the game. And, you know, all of it. Like, if you truly understand, like, how the game runs and is built and flows and goes, and you want to build something,
incredible,
you're not going to be mid-maxed. You're not going to, like, have the best of the best, because there's always going to be a meta. There's always going to be sets that are better than others. And if you don't pick those, then you're not going to be, like, on the absolute top of everything. But you don't have to be. You can still, like, make it through endgame content. You can still have a good time and win games in PvP if you want to, as long as you know you're good. Because PvP's gross, dude. It's so sweaty. You gotta be good, man. You gotta be super serious about it. Are you ready? Let's do this. Watch. Ready? Freaking got him, dude.
I warned you. Tail in these waters.
I love this new class too, man. I know the Arcanist has been out for a little bit, but like since I've come back, it's brand spanking new to me. And I really enjoy beaming stuff down, dude. It's fun. Knowing so much has changed excites you? Yeah, dude, it does feel pretty good coming back to it. Like, when I played on PlayStation, you know, I played on and off for forever. Like, since the game came out, I played. Oh, dude, we just got a purple 15 crafting motif from this. See, this is why you open urns, dude. That's why you open those urns, man. Like, the odds of you getting the purple crafting motif are really slim, but they're there. They exist. Anyway, I had always taken breaks. I had always, like, played in a knot, and played in the knot, and before I started my YouTube channel, before I started streaming, is when I ended up, like, no, we're good. That's when I ended up saying, like, alright, I'm not gonna play Elder Scrolls anymore because I don't want to restart. I didn't want to start over because I was like, man, I put so much time and effort into PlayStation. Like, we were talking the other day, Bryson went on PlayStation, found out I've got like 2,500 hours or something, which is quite a lot of hours. I thought it was going to be higher, but 2,500 is a lot of hours, and I was like, I don't want to, you know, lose all my cosmetics. I don't want to lose the house that I had that I decorated. I don't want to lose, like, all the leveling, and because I was almost level 2,000 as well. And eventually I was just like, alright, you know what, screw it. Like, I just want to play. And I started playing on PC, man, and it feels really good. Oh my gosh, I did it again. Both of us did that. Shame on us. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Both DDs did that. But like, looking back, man, and seeing where I'm at now in the game, like, for one, it doesn't take long to get the fundamentals back and rolling. It doesn't take long to get some characters to level 50 and to get caught back up to not necessarily to where you might have been if you put like a pretty extensive amount of time into the game. Wait a minute. We missed a boss. I think we hook a right. Yeah, they found it. But I don't miss it. I don't miss the fancy mounts that I had before. I don't miss... What the... Uh-oh. I'm happy that I started over, man, because I really do enjoy this game. Is it? It's not this whole... wait. You know what?
Captain, I can't swim.
Alright. This one requires more than one person. Sorry, I couldn't remember where the heck this boss was. I guess they
You're
didn't either.
swimming into danger once again, little fish.
Little fish. Okay. How do I get, like... I don't know if... Oh, wait. Oh, we're getting there. These guys are hella confused. Oh, but to kind of wrap up what I was saying about starting over, man, like, after like 2 or 3 years of taking a break, like, you come back, there's so much more stuff added to the game. There's so many DLCs, there's like new everythings. But not one of my teammates can figure out how to get here.
Unwise. The constructs react poorly when you remove their energy supply.
Well, we got the teammates in.
For untold centuries, I've watched lesser creatures die from those devices. What a clever little fish.
My wife's at home. Just let me see her.
Hold on, I'm explaining to the team how to do this. Alright. Sorry, none of those guys knew how to do the secret boss, but they wanted to do it, so I wanted to make sure that they understood where it was and how to do it. Look at him teabagging in the bubble. Alright. That noise. That noise is so funny, man. I really like this part of the dungeon. It's such a small portion, and it's literally just like a transition phase. There's no combat, there's no nothing happening out there, but it's an interesting mechanic in the dungeon, and I wish that there was more stuff like that. Like, we know that they can put stuff like that in the game, but how do you implement more of it in a way that is like mechanically inclined, right? Like, how do you put something like that directly in a boss fight, or how do you implement like ad waves in this area so that the ads come after you but they're slow too, or something? Like, I don't know. It'd be interesting. Holy crap, it's 4:30 already. After this dungeon, we're gonna wrap up shortly. We're waiting on a teammate right now, so I guess I can show you champion points real quick. Champion skill trees have changed. There are 3 separate trees with 3 types of champion points now. Level 3,600 is the cap. Every 3rd champion point you gain is going to be green. Every 3rd champion point you gain is going to be blue. Every 3rd is going to be red. So at level 50, you get like a green. 51, you get a blue. 52, you get a red. 53, you get a green. 54, you get a blue. 55, you get a red, right? And the green tree is focused on just like convenience. There's movement speed in here, there's crafting stuff, there's gold gains, there's reduces the cost of sneak, reduces the cost of repairing things, there's fishing passives. This is a very like quality of life type tree. Blue is going to be all of your healing and DPS. All of it. So max stats, you got crit chance in there, you've got damage over time, you've got healing over here, penetration and things like that as well, and weapon and spell damage. And then your fitness tree is going to be your like defensive survivability type style. So armor, max health, recoveries, blocking, dodge rolls, resource recoveries when under certain conditions, movement speed. Looks so good compared to the old system. It's not bad, is it? I like it a lot. I really enjoy where this is, and not only that, but it's like, what's the word? It's balanced. It's okay, well, when I say balanced, I mean like, you're gonna make a master fisherman build? One day we'll do some fishing, don't you worry. It's gonna be a while though. But so wait, and tank hold boss here. They want to move the boss out here. This will be interesting. I feel like normally we hold the boss in the middle, but I'll go with their flow. We'll see what they got going on. But the scaling of the points. So how do I put this? Alright, one more thing to know about champion points. Certain passives need to be slotted. Your slots are up at the top here, and you only have 4 slots available for each tree. Can I? Why do I not have this active? What am I doing with my life? Come on, man. Lock it in, Mr. Me. It's freaking movement speed increase. So your passives, some of the passives need to be slotted, some do not. Your pretty significant ones are gonna need slotted. So anything that's gonna give you like damage over time increase. But there's some like smaller ones that do not need slotted, like 340 crit chance or something like that, or a little bit extra pen. So there's, I don't want to say it's a soft cap because it's not, but there's sort of like a soft cap in a way, technically, sort of, kind of, really, not really. For the champion points, like once you hit like level 800 or something like that, you have enough points generally, depending on your pathing, to slot all 4 of these passives, and these are your big pieces. This is going to be your big hitters. But then there's things like this, like, you know, a 320 crit chance. There's like healing increase that does not need slotted. There's like offensive pen right here that does not need slotted. So you still gain benefit from continuing to get up to like level 3600. Yeah, larger numbers, then they fall off. Yes. So it's better for your early game. Like, it's, I think the intention that they had was to bring champion points a little bit closer together. So the skill gap and the potential was not out here, but it was rather like more in here. So early game, lower level players can still compete competitively and respectfully with higher levels. So like a level 3600 has got nothing on a level 1200. As long as the build is right and their fundamentals are down and they are both good at the game and they understand the foundation of the game and how to play properly. Like, just because somebody's 3 times your level does not mean you cannot fight them in PvP. And I think that was their intention. They did a decent job with it. These guys are nervous about the start. They're going over pretty thoroughly how to do mechanics, which is good. I like the communication, but I am a bit worried that we're not going to be able to get through this. I got hit by that? Dang, son.
Kind of you to swim right into my open jaws.
Whoa.
You know only a speck of the dead's power. My sight will pierce your fragile soul.
I should have looked away. I gotta have my back bar open for that. I couldn't reach it, dude. I was too slow. They wiped. They let an orb hit the ground, I think. It's alright. I think it's our tank that doesn't know the mechanics, but I think he's catching on. I trust him. Man, it's a good thing I got this movement speed now. It's kind of a big deal. You do have to go into a meeting? Yeah, no worries. It's all good, brother. Thank you very much, man. I hope you have a good one as well, Harris. And, you're not going to miss too much. We're just going to wrap this dungeon up, I think, and then that'll be probably it for the night. Mario's too quiet.
None shall rise from the deep. Beneath the bride.
Oh. God dang, brothers. Alright, we got this. I don't know if the lasers are necessary, but... Alright, sorry, we're just explaining mechanics to those that might not understand it in the group. Alrighty. I can't do everything. It's a lot to do. I don't think we can do this dungeon. Nah, it ain't happening. I can tell you right now, we're not gonna get through it. Not within like the next hour. And I ain't staying up for another hour for this dungeon. I really hate being that guy, but it is very late already. I don't want to give up on them, but I can't do this for another hour. Oh, he's immune. It's a tough fight, man. It's especially difficult when, like, when somebody's learning this dungeon, it makes it very difficult for somebody else in the team. Like, I want to be patient because I know that they're working on it and they're learning. Alright. We are gonna get out of here. One of the guys said he's gonna be right back, so we're gonna leave the group and hope that they are able to find another DD. I feel really bad for leaving. But man, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's very late. So we are gonna wrap this sucker up. Am I gonna go get my writs on the other character? Oh, we'll pick him up. I'm not gonna do the writs tonight, but I'll pick him up so that I can do like double writs on the primary account tomorrow, because I didn't do them on this one. But I don't know what else we got going on. Guys, there's a link to Discord down below. There is a Discord for the channel. It's just, you know, for the general community. All sorts of stuff in there. Updates to the stream, pictures of food, all sort, like a million bazillion different things. And you guys are all welcome to join that bad boy. Like I said, there's a link to it in the description. And then there's also a YouTube and Twitch. We run those bad boys at the same time. So if you are on YouTube and you're like, man, I really wish this freaking big old idiot did Twitch, I do. And vice versa. So pick and choose, and that's it, man. That's all we got for you. And I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out, for real. I want to thank you for subscribing and liking the video, because I know you already did it. You guys are freaking professionals. Yeah, I know you did. And I hope to get you guys tomorrow. So 1 a.m. EST, Monday through Friday, and then between 3 and 4 p.m. EST, Saturdays and Sundays, updates in Discord. Any changes or adjustments to the schedule can be found there. And I wish you all the best as well. As what, like, for that team, man, they were struggle bussing. But I know that if they're patient, they can learn it, because they had good attitudes. And I feel really bad for leaving, but they'll get it. They'll get it figured out. And I don't think they'll have too much of an issue finding a DD, because there's a freaking bazillion of you. Anyways, guys, thank you again very much. I wish you the best, and I hope to catch you tomorrow. So good night.